So the very latest update from Amazon has now been pushed to my Fire TV. Here we can see one of the new changes in this update is now asking you for permission to utilize cookies on your device. Now, one of the other things we can do is we can now actually reset our advertising profile or our advertising ID. And what this means is all of the data that Amazon have collected about you, your browsing habits, the stuff that you like to watch, your movies, your TV shows, all of that data you can actually reset and get a brand new profile. So it's like you're a brand new user to the Amazon platform. So in this video today, let's talk about some of these changes, what's new in this update, how we can reset the advertiser's ID, and also how you can actually get the latest update across all of your Amazon devices. So please do take a moment to hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So with all of that being said, let's get started.
If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest tech tutorials, the latest Firestick, Android and Android TV tips and tricks, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's a small click from you, but it makes a big difference to me. Thank you.
Okay, so on my third generation Fire TV Cube, this prompt came up automatically when I woke up my device, which means in the background, Amazon were able to download this update and now show me this change. Now personally, I would select decline on this, and this basically means that I don't want Amazon to utilize cookies on my device. I'd rather be a generic user or a general user. I don't want Amazon collecting this data and storing it as cookies on my device. Now I can click on decline. Now if some of you accidentally clicked on accept or maybe didn't pay attention to what it was showing, I will show you how you can actually make this change and undo that change. So let me now log in. Now let's double check to see exactly what update this is. So if I go over to my settings, let's go down into my Fire TV. Let's click on about and we can see my update, which is 7.6.4.6. If I click on check for updates, is the latest update on my device, and on my device I have this change. So do leave me a comment below and let me know if your device has this update and if you actually got that cookie pop up. And if you haven't got the latest update, clicking on check for updates will go off to the Amazon servers and check to see what's available for your device. Now typically on these Amazon updates, they do roll this out in a phased approach, so depending on your location, your region, they will slowly push out these updates to all of their devices. Let's go back. Now for example, I'll go over to my settings. Let's now go into the preferences. Let's click on that. I can now go to the privacy settings. If I now go into my privacy settings, we can see we have a new option there, which is called cookie consent. Now the first time I went into this menu, I didn't actually see this option. I had to open up the menu, see the privacy settings, the option wasn't there. I then pressed the back button, went back in, and then the option appeared. So you may have to do that on your device, but once you see this option, you can now make that change. So even if you did previously click on accept, you can click on this now, and you can now actually decline the update, if you want to. Of course, when I give these options, that's just my personal preference based on my own decisions. Of course, if you are somebody that wants to see more relevant adverts, you don't want to see generic adverts, then you may actually click on accept if that's more suitable for you. But again, I'm going to click on decline. Another reason for that is obviously for them to give you the personalized adverts, it then requires data collection. And the more data collection we have, the more busy your device is, because it's gathering that data, it's storing that data, and potentially on the less powerful devices like the older Fire Sticks, the more that your device is busy collecting data, logging data, you end up just having a slower device. So for maximum performance, I always recommend turning off any kind of data collection. And of course, for the ones concerned about their privacy, why would you want Amazon or any of these big companies collecting data about you? Okay, so I've now turned mine off, or mine was off anyway. So for example, we can see on this device, these options which are defaulted to on, I personally would click on that and click on turn off usage data. Again, turn off app usage data. But again, it's always worth mentioning that this is only for Amazon applications which have been downloaded directly from the Amazon App Store. This doesn't affect my third-party applications. If I've downloaded an application from my website, or if I've sideloaded an application, Amazon will not be able to collect that data. This is only for their own applications or applications downloaded from the official Amazon App Store. Now here we have this option regarding your advertiser's ID. Now it says here that the advertiser's ID is a unique random identifier. Yes, it's unique, yes, it's random, but that's basically your profile on the stuff that you like to watch, your browsing habits. All of that data is inside that advertising ID. And we can see mine there at the bottom is 01 FD and those numbers there. Now I would recommend actually turning this off, but before you turn this off, you want to reset this ID. And the way you reset the ID is by pressing the hamburger button, the one with the 3 lines, the context key. So if I click on that, it says, do you want to reset your ID? We can see again my previous one began 01 FDB266. I click on OK, and that should now hopefully generate a new number. And we can see the new one begins with A726. So that's now been reset. Now I can now go to the top here, turn this off, turn off. So we now reset our ID, we got that clean slate, and I've now also turned off the option for those interest-based adverts. So I don't want to see any adverts, I don't want any of that data collection, I want to keep my device as private as possible. Let's go back. Now one of the other changes in this update is the aggregation of the live TV content. Now some of you may have seen this update before, but I can tell you in the UK, I can go to live TV now, and we can see it's now automatically populated 56 channels, which I believe are all from Freevee, and we can see that there. Now if I install other official applications like Pluto TV, I'll also be able to get the channels directly from there. And what this now means is I can click on the live TV button on my remote. Let's do that now. One click, and we can see we are taken to a live TV guide where all of those channels are now fully accessible. I can see a fully working program guide. So I can see exactly what's on now, what's coming up next. For example, here we can see Fear Factor. I can click on that. This will then automatically open up Freevee for me and take me straight directly into that channel, and we can see it's done exactly that. Let's go back. So again, depending on your applications, depending on your region, you can actually add more of these official live TV applications and get them built out into this new live TV guide. And that's the latest update on these 4K Firestick Maxes. And if you guys are looking for a really special offer just for the next 2 weeks, where you can actually get $50 off the yearly plan, which works out as just over $3 a month, giving you total protection at maximum speed for unlimited devices. So doesn't matter if you have 5 Fire Sticks or 10 Android TVs, all devices covered, even your laptops, your tablets, Windows PCs, everything will be covered with a single license. It does help support the channel, so many thanks if you want to do that. Do have a look in the video description and the pinned comment if you want to take up this special offer. It is only for the next 2 weeks. Do leave me a comment below, let me know what you think, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.